Hey there, science enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the world of inverter-based solar power plants. These amazing facilities are like giant energy factories that run on sunshine. Solar power plants capture the sun's rays and turn them into electricity we can use in our homes and businesses. These plants use special devices called inverters to change the electricity from solar panels into a form we can use. This technology is helping us move away from fossil fuels and towards a cleaner, greener future. Inverter-based solar plants come in all sizes, from large fields to small rooftops. They're helping countries reduce their carbon footprint and become more energy independent. So, are you ready to learn more about how these sun-powered marvels work? Let's keep exploring. Now, let's zoom in and look at the heart of a solar power plant: photovoltaic cells and inverters. First up, we have photovoltaic cells, the building blocks of solar panels. They're made of special materials that get excited when sunlight hits them, creating an electric current. But the electricity produced by solar panels is direct current, or DC, which we don't use in our homes. We need alternating current, or AC, and this is where our hero, the inverter, comes in. The inverter takes the DC electricity and converts it into AC electricity. Modern inverters can track energy production, detect problems, and optimize performance. Some solar power plants use a central inverter, while others use microinverters or string inverters. Each type has its advantages depending on the size and layout of the solar plant. It's like choosing between one big brain or lots of little brains working together. Either way, the result is the same clean, usable electricity ready to power our world. So you're excited about solar power and want to build a plant? Awesome, let's walk through the steps to make your sun-powered dreams a reality. The first step is the feasibility study, where we investigate sun exposure, land, and proximity to the power grid. Next comes the design phase, where engineers and architects decide on the number of solar panels, their placement, and the type of inverters. Once the design is ready, it's time for permitting and approvals from various government agencies. After all the paperwork is done, construction can begin. Solar panels are installed, inverters are connected, and all the necessary infrastructure is built. Depending on the size of the plant, this phase can take anywhere from a few months to over a year. But when it's done, you'll have a shiny new solar power plant ready to harness the sun's energy. Section 4. Show me the money funding strategies for solar projects. Building a solar power plant isn't cheap, but there are lots of ways to finance these sunny projects. One popular option is government grants and incentives. Another funding strategy is through private investors who believe in the power of solar energy. For smaller projects, community funding can be a great option. This approach not only raises money, but also builds community support and engagement. Lastly, there are specialized loans for renewable energy projects. Banks and financial institutions are increasingly offering these green loans with favorable terms. With all these options available, funding a solar power plant is more accessible than ever before. Section 5. Making it happen, the commissioning process. The final step before we can start powering homes and businesses is the commissioning process. Engineers check every solar panel, inverter, and wire to ensure they're installed correctly and working properly. Next comes testing, where the solar plant is run through a series of tests to simulate different conditions. Once all the tests are complete and any issues are resolved, it's time for the final step: connection to the grid. This is when the solar plant is officially linked to the power network and starts sending out clean, renewable electricity. With the commissioning process complete, your solar power plant is now ready to shine. Section 6. Bright future. The impact of solar power and how you can get involved. Solar power is more than just a cool technology, it's a key player in fighting climate change. Every kilowatt hour of solar energy we use means less fossil fuel burned and fewer greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. Solar power plants also bring economic benefits, creating jobs and revitalizing local economies. As technology improves and costs come down, solar energy is becoming cheaper than traditional power sources. The impact of solar power goes beyond economics and environment. It's about energy independence and security. Countries that invest in solar power are less reliant on imported fuels and more resilient to energy price shocks. So how can you get involved? You could install solar panels on your home or business. You could invest in community solar projects or advocate for solar-friendly policies in your local government. Or you could pursue a career in the solar industry. Whatever path you choose, remember that every action counts. You have the power to be part of this bright, clean energy future. So why wait? Let's harness the power of the sun and create a better world for all of us.